Want some ideas for something different, tasty, and healthy for dinner? Check out the Food Corner for videos and downloadable recipes at newstarextra.com/food.
The City Beautification Committee gets involved with grants that, and they have working on a grant now for the possibility of improving the median on Harrison Street near I-40. Right now, it's just a concrete median that's there by where that entrance is by the Votech Garden Cooper Technology Center now, and we're wanting to do plantings there similar to what's on 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. And this would, if we get the grant, it'll be from the Oklahoma Department of Transportation, and it'll be months and maybe years before it actually happens. But it would be an improvement there and a welcome to Shawnee. And this would be low maintenance landscaping with, say, some nandinas and some liripe and things of that sort that would be attractive year round. And would not require a great deal of maintenance. That's one of the things that the City Beautification Committee is working with James Bryce on now. And the Chamber Beautification Committee, of course, just finished the big tree distribution program that we got through the Apache Foundation and working with the Oklahoma Tree Bank. And this was probably a once-in-a-lifetime project because we got nearly 18,000 trees that were distributed not only to people in Shawnee, but actually as far away as Norman. We had people who got them. We didn't put limits on them, and so a lot of people got lots of trees. And I was really pleased because a lot of the people I talked to live on acreage out around Shawnee, and live on acreage that didn't have any trees at all. And so they were so pleased to be able to start putting trees there. Yes, we asked them to. We didn't check roll, but actually 750 people out of the nearly 1,000 came to the classes, and that's wonderful that they got that good information, because those of us who've been messing with this for a long time found that some of the things that we were doing were not really the most appropriate things to do, and so by showing a video and giving them some handouts, we have a lot more people who have information about how the best way to plant a tree is and how to care for it. Well, actually it was a shrub. It was a crepe myrtle. And what it was, it will grow to about 15 feet if you don't prune it. And we had advertised, or the company had said we could get red rocket crepe myrtles. Turned out that there weren't any available, so we had some dark pink crepe myrtles. And that'll really be pretty next spring in summer when all those start blooming.
Do you recall how many of those there were?
About 3,000, and actually about 1,550 eastern redbuds. And you know, Shawnee is known as the redbud city of Oklahoma, so that'll increase our number of redbuds too. And of course, the eastern redbud is the Oklahoma State tree. Lately, we've been doing mostly Oklahoma redbuds that are a little bit different cultivar, and but anyhow, this will really be good. It would come from the Oklahoma Department of Transportation, and they've provided a number of grants to Shawnee over the years. The landscaping on Kickapoo Spur was an Oklahoma Department of Transportation grant. The landscaping at the entrance to Shawnee, the Kickapoo entrance from Oklahoma City, they funded. And they funded a lot of the trees that are planted along Mall Drive there from between Harrison and Kickapoo. Well, it varies depending on the projects. Now, for example, we co-op with the Expo Center people to do a home and garden show each year, and there we get our committee members. Right now, we have about 10 active committee members, but then we get master gardeners to help us, and there are about 30 or so active master gardeners who work, and then we just pull in volunteers from other people that we can find. For example, for the tree distribution program, we had about 110 people who helped with that, including a lot of the people who got the trees. When we had the tree planting seminars, we asked people to volunteer to help, and we got a good number who agreed to do that. So people worked 3-hour shifts, and it worked well. So one of the nicest things about volunteering is all the people you meet. You meet people that you never would have known otherwise, and that was true this time. I met some people that I want to have some other activities with. Well, my short-term dream would be to get downtown improved with the new landscaping on Main Street, similar to what we have on Bell, and then hopefully that would help to increase the number of people that would want to have shops and things here. I have no idea whether it would or not. I would like for Shawnee to be known statewide for its attractive public landscaping and for its businesses that were attractive and well-kept neighborhoods. And we've got a way to go before we get there, but we are so much improved over where we were, say, 10 years ago. The business landscaping is so much improved. The city has done a number of things to improve public landscaping, and then we've added to it with others. Well, interestingly enough, all the fast food places that are national franchises do exceptionally well. In fact, I understand Sonic even has competitions among their franchisees where they go to the convention and vote on who had the best landscaping. The banks do, of course, a good job. But what I'm seeing is that some other places, for instance, Nick Shepard takes care of some beds on the outside, on the parking lot side of Shepard's Menswear, and does a really good job with them. I was surprised to see the Steve's Auto Repair and or Collision Works or something like that. They have just amazing landscaping, including a pond and things of that sort. So these unexpected ones are really nice to see too. Well, actually, the Santa Fe Depot. When I first got involved with that, the depot actually had their air conditioners just on either side of the front door, and it just wasn't very inviting at all. And through working with the city, the air conditioners were moved over to the east side, and we got a better entrance there. And then we got a grant from through the Garden Council, and we had others to match it, and we started in working on making some planting beds there at the entrance, and then we developed a sidewalk system that the city helped us with, and have bricks there, so that it's made it a much more attractive area. And then last year we developed Centennial Park, which had already been there, but we developed it into more of a defined park. And that is such a high traffic area for visitors that I'm pleased to see that has worked out, and it's been maintained well. Master gardeners adopt that, and Kay Watson, for example, does a herb bed in the back of the Beard Cabin, and we tried to develop the area around the Beard Cabin so that it would look somewhat like Mrs. Beard might have had. So that one is my personal project that I like. Again, we had well over 100 people working on that. In fact, just this last August, we had OBE students down to repaint the parking barriers there that had needed to be that. It's freshened it up a lot.